Hello everyone, welcome to In Crochet, a space for all things crochet. And today's video is gonna be about crochet beginner mistakes and how to fix them. So let's get started. So I've been doing so many crochet workshops from the past few months and I have seen more than 100 people start their crochet journey, and I have identified some mistakes which have been in common and how to fix them. Let's see. So the first mistake I have identified among everyone is they don't hold their hook and yarn properly. So that means if your position is not proper, then you cannot make the stitches correct. So that is very important and I'll show you how to do it. So this is how we'll be holding the yarn and hook. So you will be using this end of the yarn, you will wrap it over the three fingers and you'll hold this like this and come back. So you have two of these and hold your thumb here under the stitch. This way only your right hand is used with the hook and rest everything is holded with your left hand. It's very important that the loop over here stays straight and this has to stay straight. So the second mistake I've observed is they don't make the chains facing the same side. That means when you hold up the chains and they twist, that means you're making a mistake. So let's see how to fix that. Your chains are always supposed to be in the same facing side. So while I'm making my chains, you will see I'm holding it in the same direction. So this way all my chains are facing the same side. And when you hold like this, you don't see it twisting. So always make sure that you're holding the stitch and not twisting it while doing the stitch. So the mistake I have seen is people inserting on the wrong side of the foundation chain. So when you make a chain, you see a V. So the V has the top loop and the bottom loop. So if you insert your hook under the bottom loop, your stitches will come on the downside. But we want to make sure our stitches on the top, so we'll always go through the top loop. So I'll show you how to do that. This is my foundation chain and I will be making my single crochets on this chain. So I'll tell you which loop you have to go under. So if this is your stitch here, you will be going under the top loop. So this top loop is usually called as the back loop and this is called the front loop. So you will be going on under this. So you go like this and you go this way. So when you make your stitch, it will come here. But if you do it on the other side, I'll show you that too. If you do it on the other side like this and you make your stitch, you will see that it looks wrong. You can see the difference that here it's here but like this. So that is the mistake. Fourth mistake I have seen is keeping the loop on the hook very long. So if you're seeing your chains being very stretched out or very loose, you will know that you're pulling up your loop very high. So every time you make a stitch, make sure the loop on your hook before making the stitch is short enough. If it's closer to the hook, you will get neat stitches. So in this scenario, when you see the loop on your hook is very long and you make the stitches, they will have a lot of gaps in them. So to make sure that doesn't happen, we will shorten our loop before making the stitch and then make our stitches so that they're all even and they look cleaner. So the next mistake I have seen is skipping of stitches. So while you're making a stitch on your chain and you see gaps forming in between, that means you have skipped a stitch. So to make sure that you don't skip stitches, you can just pull the stitches through to see if there's any gaps, and if you see a gap, unravel back till there and start again. So here you might see that there is a gap forming. All the rest stitches are still fine, but when you see there's a gap forming, that is when you know you skipped a stitch. And because of this, you will not be able to get the right number of stitches. So make sure you always expand to see which is the next stitch and go into that. The next one being skipping the correct amount of stitches in your foundation chain. For every stitch, there is an amount of chains you're supposed to skip. So you have to make sure that you skip them exactly right. Like for single crochet, it is 1 chain. For half double, it is 2. And this is usually done to make sure that you come back from going straight and you come back this way. So to get that curve to come back, that is why we skip chains. Don't skip the right number of stitches. You see how this gets curved and not straight. So this is because I have skipped the wrong number of stitches. Now I'll tell you if I do it right, how will it look. When I skip the right number of stitches, you see how straight this is and this is acting like a double treble crochet. So this is the right way to do it. People also find it very difficult to know which is the next stitch. So when you're doing a stitch on a foundation chain, you can just make sure that when you make a stitch, you will see a small gap formed. You will not go into the gap again, but you will leave that gap and go into the next stitch. That way you're not making two stitches in the same chain. So this avoids any problems, and this way you will know which place to insert your stitch. Continuing the previous mistake, the one more thing people do wrongly is inserting into the turning chain while they are working in rows. So while you are working in rows, when you make a turning chain to turn to the other side, you are not supposed to make your stitch in that turning chain. If you do that, it will give you uneven edges. You're always supposed to skip the turning chain and make your stitches in the other ones. This is the row 1. Now we'll have to do the turning chain to go to the next row. So for that you do one chain, turn, and you will see not to go in this one but this one. Never go into the turning chain, go into this. And go under both the loops. And then make your stitch. The mistake I have seen is you don't end your work properly. So while you complete a row, you're always supposed to do a chain 1, cut your yarn and pull with the hook through the loop. So that way it will knot and it will be proper. If you don't do it that way, it will cause to unravel of stitches and you will lose all the work you've made till now. So it's very important to make sure that you cut the yarn and put your hook through that and pull it. The thread has to go through the loop to get it knot. So here I'll be making one chain and then be cutting the yarn to a distance where I can weave it back in the end. And then I'll be putting the hook through it and just pulling the hook upward. That way the thread goes through the loop. Another mistake I have seen beginners make is not make the magic ring properly. So if you're making the magic ring, you have to make sure that the shorter end is on the left side. That way you know your magic ring is right. If it's not looking like a circle with a small thread coming out on the left, that means you've done the magic ring wrong and you need to fix it. Or else you'll not be able to pull it to make a circle and that will not just look good. So make sure you do check that. So we'll start with holding one end of the yarn and making a cross and making sure the yarn is correct, and then going under one loop and going over the other loop and making a twist, and then holding that with your thumb, and you remove your finger after that, and then you adjust the position and switch back your left thumb, and then you make one chain and you turn it around, and then you see that the magic ring is ready. Also, another mistake I remember just now, that people don't count their stitches. So you think that you know to count, and once you start crocheting you will feel like, oh my god, so hard to count. So if you're a beginner, just make sure that you count your stitches after every row and make sure you keep a track of them, because if you skip even one stitch and make 10 rows, you still have to come back to the first row to fix it. So make sure that you do that properly. These were the common beginner mistakes I have observed while teaching crochet to a lot of people. So if you want a part 2 of this, I would love to make that. But until then, like, share and subscribe to my channel. And I would love to see how many of you get help from this. Comment below if you have any other queries and I will answer them.